Hey, what's going on, guys? John here checking in for the United View. The match report of the game, Liverpool versus Manchester United. The game has ended 0-0, a goalless draw at Anfield. And if the one word that I can use to describe Manchester United's result, and I think most Man United fans will agree, is relief. How have we managed to keep a clean sheet, and how have we managed to walk away with a point? I think it was a great defensive performance, but I'm not going to sit here and tell you everything was fantabulous because, quite frankly, it really wasn't. I thought Manchester United were lacking in many aspects of that pitch, but overall, it was a good result considering the situation Manchester United found themselves in throughout this entire season, and I'm sure Erik ten Hag and the players will be looking to use this opportunity to continue to salvage what has been a very tough start to the season. I know we're sitting in December, but with this crunch period, with the fixtures piling up on us, any point is a good point earned and a well point earned and gained. Let's talk about the match before we even start. The starting 11 with respect to Scott McTominay, the surprise announcement being the captain leading the line. Erik ten Hag said that he deserved every single ounce of whatever Scott McTominay had. He deserved to carry that armband for Manchester United. And today his performance might not have really spoken to the quality of former Manchester United's captains, but I'll take it. I'll take it. He might have not had the cleanest effort as a midfielder, but trying to do the role that Bruno has been doing so well over the years, it was always going to be a really tough ask. And to trying to do that against a really compact, resolute, fluid Liverpool side who's been dominating, I will take that performance all day. And more than anything else, apart from the quality of the performance, you saw the fight and desire. And you've been seeing that throughout many a times this season. When many fans, including myself, wrote Scott McTominay off, saying that his future at Manchester United was pretty much done, for him to turn things around, alongside Harry Maguire, to be able to captain Manchester United in what is probably one of Man United's biggest fixtures every single season, you could only sit here and be proud of Scott McTominay. And and if you're looking at the result, he deserved it. You know what I mean? He showed the heart and desire. He fought till the very last second of this performance. And like I said, the performance might not have been good, but I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it. Scott McTominay, congratulations. You did a great job and a well done first outing as a captain of Manchester United. The starting 11, Johnny Evans starting alongside Raphael Varane. I want to talk a little bit about Raphael Varane later, but overall, I thought Manchester United's defensive performance was solid. Our back four was very good. Midfield, like I said, I think the word I've been using a lot is defensive. I think performance defensively, we were solid. There were moments where Amrabat looked exposed. There were moments where Kobbie Mainoo even at times were getting overwhelmed. But you expect these things because that's what it has been this season. And if you expect these things, this result and this performance is not bad. It's not bad. If there's one thing that it showed, if Bruno Fernandes returns, it could be a midfield partnership of Kobbie Mainoo and Sofiane Amrabat, at least until Casemiro and Christian Eriksen return to this squad. Kobbie Mainoo, again, might not have had a world-class performance, but to play against Liverpool, this pressure-intensive, demanding fixture, for him to come on and show the quality and the maturity, I couldn't be any more happier. I couldn't be any more happier. There were moments where he was getting out-muscled. There were moments where he was just getting pushed aside, but you expect that. He's still a young lad, and his performance today was good. Defensively, I thought everybody was great. Sofiane Amrabat, there were moments where he was just getting, there were just Liverpool players running past him. But apart from that, he also put in a decent shift. I'm not going to sit here and say it was incredible because I was a little bit disappointed at times with the way Sofiane was just handling, not even possession, the way he was handling the performance as a whole. But again, I don't want to sit here and nitpick at the negatives. I want to sit here and look at the positives. And I thought defensively, our midfield, they did their job. Our forward three, like I said, going forward, offensively, we lacked. We looked invisible. Alejandro Garnacho in particular, I didn't think there was much he could do going up against Trent. There wasn't a massive age gap difference, but the Trent obviously is a class right back, world class, some might argue. And for Alejandro Garnacho to be the young player that he is, who might have had some experience now, to go against somebody like Trent was never going to be easy. Let's talk a little bit about Antony. I want the best for Antony. And many Manchester United fans who are relatively reasonable want the best for any Manchester United player. But sometimes when I watch Antony, the frustration is compounded. I don't know what it is. I don't know why he thinks he can do the things that he does. I just don't know. Is it arrogance? Is it that much confidence? Is it that much self-belief? If it is, then congratulations. I love players that have self-belief. But it gets to a point where you just try the same thing over and over and over again. And if it doesn't work, you got to change it up. You got to change it up. It's always one good thing that he does, followed by 10 frustrating things. There was a moment in the first half where the ball was coming to him. And literally prior to that moment, I was screaming at the screen for Antony just not keeping things simple. You know what I mean? And I said, Kobe Mino is there, keeping things simple. My man just not forcing things, just trying to make sure we maintain possession and calmness. And then the ball came to Antony, and he was on the byline. And you expect him to just say, take the touch, either go backwards because he was getting pressed by 2 Liverpool players, either just go back to his own players or do something else that isn't so risky. But when the ball comes to him, I don't know what he was trying to do. He let the ball roll past him as if he was going to do a 180 and just roll past his the opposition player. And the ball goes out. There was a moment in the second half where the ball was coming to him on the right-hand side and the ball comes to his feet. And rather than try to play it with his right foot, he lets the ball roll behind him and tries to flick it back with his left foot. And that distance for a flick back, it had to be perfect for him to execute that kind of pass. And of course it doesn't get executed. Am I mad at him for trying? When it was last season? No. Hell, when it was at the start of this season? No. But it's been far too long, far too many chances, far too many games that he's done this and it's just not worked. You have to stop at one point and think, let me not complicate my game. Let me not try these stupid things when the squad is working so hard to retain that possession, to win back that possession. He has to treat possession like it's gold. And to be fair to Antony, in his defense, he does treat it like it's gold because when he loses it, he runs like a madman trying to win it back. So I'll give him that. And that's probably why Erik ten Hag continues to play him. But you have to sometimes just keep things simple. And that's the thing that frustrates me the most about Antony. I don't know why he continues to try it over and over and over again. There was a stat that appeared on the match. Rasmus Hojlund had the fewest touches of any other player with 4 touches. Yeah, I'm not going to sit here and blindly defend Rasmus Hojlund. That's my guy. I love him to bits. And I want the best for him. And he's working really hard. He's working so hard. If you don't see that, then I don't know what you're watching. Because he's trying so hard to be available for a pass. He's trying so hard to be available for connection, for link-up play. But there was nothing. There was no service to him. And the only balls that were coming to him were either in the air where he had to freaking wrestle 2 Liverpool players at all times to try and win the ball, or it was like a beamed pass straight to his chest or something when he has a Liverpool player touch tight. When has he ever received a ball to feet? Nothing is easy for him. And he had that one chance today. He had a shot in front of Alisson Becker. And the shape that Alisson made, honestly, there's a reason why Alisson Becker is a class goalkeeper, because he showed the experience and the quality. And it was always going to be tough given the circumstance for Rasmus to try and execute a shot. But looking at Rasmus shoot was like, wow, I forgot we had a striker. We need to get more service to him, and we need to create more chances for him. That's our job. And his job is to score. But if the ball doesn't come to him, if he doesn't get any service, then he's not going to score because the ball's not coming. Again, I don't want to end this on a negativity because I'll take this. It's a note of positivity. And I think Manchester United's defensive solitude, and today, the fight that we saw, many times we didn't see fights from many of our players. And today, I think it was different. So I'm happy and I'm relieved. I'm not over the moon, but I'll take it. My man of the match, although I think I will have to give it to Raphael Varane. He had an absolute mammoth of a shift today. What a gargantuan performance, especially in that second half, to put his body on the line, the clearances, stopping shots, everything about Raphael Varane today screamed class. It reminded me of Varane of last season. I don't know what his situation is with Erik ten Hag. I really hope they square it. If there is actual beef between the two, we don't know. Everything is alleged. But if there is, please put it aside. Let's just focus on this football, because Raphael Varane was Rolls-Royce Varane today. And if Harry Maguire is continuing to perform the way he does even after he returns from injury, then the starting two center backs might have to be Raphael Varane and Harry Maguire. Is that the best center back partnership in the world? Absolutely not. Should we have signed Kim Min-jae? Absolutely. But it is what it is. Given our circumstances with respect to the injuries and all of the problems Man United has had to face, I feel bad for Erik ten Hag, but he can rest a little bit easier knowing that maybe Raphael Varane in form and Harry Maguire in form could potentially bring about a positive roll of performances from Manchester United. Just a quick little mention, Michael Oliver, I don't know what the hell he was thinking, giving Diogo Dalot yellow card after yellow card, especially when they got the decision wrong with respect to Liverpool winning that throw-in when it was clearly Manchester United throw-in. Michael Oliver, check yourself. That's about it for me. If you guys enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing to the United View. Thank you so much for watching. And if you guys want to hear more of what I have to say, come check me out on my channel. The link is in the description below. Thank you so much. Be happy, be healthy, take care of your loved ones, and I will see you next time. Peace.